Hello YouTube, this is Scott Perdue, Amazon author of over 100 books, all kinds of Christian books, self-help books. Next time you're on Amazon, take a look, pull up Scott Perdue, see if there's anything on there that might be appealing to you. Anyway, today I'm going to talk about one of my books called Wilderness Wisdom of Moses, a timeless, life-changing leadership lessons. Today's lesson is about intercession and advocacy, Moses as a mediator. The story of Moses reveals a profound legacy of leadership rooted in selflessness, faith, and unwavering commitment to others. One of the most powerful aspects of his leadership is his role as an intercessor for the Israelites, a mediator between God and his people. In this capacity, Moses exemplifies the balance between authority and compassion, demonstrating the power of prayer, advocacy, and selflessness in leadership. In a modern world filled with challenges of uncertainties, Moses' examples resonates as a timeless lesson in the art of leading with wisdom and purpose. By exploring his role as a mediator, we gain insights into how leaders can balance strength and empathy, uphold justice while showing grace, and cultivate faith amidst adversity. The role of a mediator, Moses between God and his people. Moses' intercession for the Israelites is a reoccurring theme throughout the wilderness journey. As the leader chosen by God to deliver his people from Egypt, Moses bore the weight of their complaints, fears, and rebellion. Despite their frequent defiance, Moses repeatedly stood in the gap, advocating for them before God. One of the most striking examples of Moses' intercessionary leadership is found in Exodus 32. After the Israelites crafted a golden calf and worshipped it in defiance of God's commandments, God's anger burned against them, and he threatened to destroy them, saying to Moses, "Now therefore, let me alone, so that my anger may burn against them, and that I may destroy them, and I will make of you, your descendants, a great nation." Exodus 32:10 Amplified. Moses could have accepted God's offer, securing a legacy of his own lineage. Instead, he displayed an extraordinary selflessness and compassion. He interceded for the people, pleading with God to turn away from his wrath. Moses reminded God of his promises to Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob, appealing to his faithfulness and mercy. Turn away your burning anger and change your mind about harming your people. Exodus 32:12 Amplified. This act of mediation exemplifies the heart of a true leadership. Moses has prioritized the well-being of his people over personal gain, demonstrating that the leader's legacy is built not on power or privilege, but on their commitment to serve others, balancing authority and compassion in leadership. Moses' role as a mediator highlights the delicate balance between the authority and compassion that defines effective leadership. As God's chosen leader, Moses had the authority to guide the Israelites, enforce God's laws, and correct the behavior, yet he never wielded this authority for personal gain or out of anger. Instead, he consistently coupled his authority with empathy, understanding the frailty and fears of the people he led. For modern leaders, this balance is crucial. Authority is necessary to establish order, uphold values, and make difficult decisions. However, when exercised with compassion, authority can become harsh and alienating. Conversely, compassion without authority can lead to a lack of direction and accountability. Moses modeled how to integrate the two, leading with firm conviction while demonstrating deep care for the people under his charge. Alright, so here I'm going to start a new section. For instance, in Numbers 14, when the Israelites doubted God's promise to God to give them the promised land and threatened to return to Egypt, God again expressed his anger and considered destroying them. Moses interceded, appealing to God's character and reputation among the nations. "Please pardon the guilt of this people, according to the greatness of your loving kindness, just as you have forgiven this people from Egypt even until now." Numbers 14:19 Amplified. Through his advocacy, Moses secured God's forgiveness for the people, demonstrating that true leadership involves standing in the gap for those you lead, even when they falter. The power of intercession and leadership. Intercession is a powerful expression of selflessness and faith. It requires leaders to set aside personal interest and seek the well-being of others. Often at great cost, Moses' intercession for the Israelites was not limited to prayer. It also involved bearing the emotional and spiritual burdens of the people. In Exodus 17, when the Amalekites attacked the Israelites, Moses stood on a hill with the staff of God in his hand. As long as he held up his hands, the Israelites prevailed. But when he lowered them, the Amalekites gained the advantage. Aaron and Hur had to support his hands to ensure victory. Exodus 17:11 through 12. This scene symbolizes the intercessory role of a leader, lifting others up through prayer, support, and unwavering commitment, even when the weight of responsibility feels overwhelming. Modern leaders can draw this example by adopting a posture of intercession for their teams, organizations, and communities. Intercession in this context may involve advocating for resources, mediating conflicts, or simply standing in solidarity with those they lead. It requires humility, empathy, and a willingness to share in the struggles of others. Faith as a foundation of advocacy. Moses' ability to advocate for the Israelites was rooted in his deep faith in God's character and promises. He understood that his role as a leader was not to assert his own will, but to align with God's purpose and seek his guidance. This faith-driven approach is evident in Moses' response to challenges. When faced with the Red Sea, he declared, "Do not be afraid. Take your stand. Be firm and confident and undismayed, and see the salvation of the Lord, which he will accomplish for you today." Exodus 14:13 Amplified. His confidence in God's deliverance inspired the people to trust in God's power, even in seemingly impossible situations. For modern leaders, faith, whenever in a higher power, a mission, or a shared vision, serves as an anchor in times of uncertainty. It provides the clarity and courage needed to advocate for others, navigate challenges, and make decisions that reflect integrity and purpose. Practical lessons for modern leadership. The intercessory leadership of Moses offers practical lessons for leaders seeking to balance authority and compassion in today's complex world. Number one, stand in the gap. Like Moses, leaders must be willing to advocate for those they lead, even when it requires personal sacrifice. This may involve speaking up for marginalized voices, addressing systematic issues, or providing support during crises. Number two, cultivate empathy. Effective advocacy brings with understanding the needs and struggles of others. Leaders can develop empathy by listening actively, seeking diverse perspectives, and demonstrating genuine care for their teams. Number three, lead with humility. Moses' intercession was marked by humility. He acknowledged his dependence on God and prioritized the well-being of his people over personal ambition. Humility allows leaders to build trust, foster collaboration, and inspire loyalty. Number four, anchor leadership in faith. Moses' unwavering trust in God's promises enabled him to lead with confidence and purpose. Modern leaders can cultivate faith by aligning their leadership with core values, seeking wisdom through reflection or prayer, and maintaining hope in the face of challenges. Living with purpose, the legacy of intercessionary leadership. Moses' role as a mediator offers a powerful model for leading with purpose. His willingness to intercede for Israelites, even when they rebelled against him and God, reflects a profound commitment to service. This selflessness is a hallmark of transformational leadership, a legacy that transcends time and inspires future generations. By embracing intercessory leadership, modern leaders can create lasting impacts. They can foster environments of trust, empathy, and collaboration, empowering others to reach their full potential. More importantly, they can leave a legacy of wisdom, compassion, and faith that endures long after their tenure. A life-changing leadership lesson from Moses. The life-changing lesson from Moses' intercessionary leadership is the power of selfless advocacy. Moses showed that true leadership is not about asserting power or seeking personal gain, but about standing in the gap for others, balancing authority with compassion, and trusting in a higher purpose. As leaders today face the complexities of a rapidly changing world, Moses Moses' example reminds us that wisdom, faith, and purpose are the keys to navigating uncertainty and inspiring lasting change. By following this model, leaders can build a legacy that reflects the timeless principles of integrity, empathy, and resilience. In conclusion, intercession and advocacy, Moses as a mediator, offers a profound exploration of leadership rooted in faith and selflessness. Moses' ability to balance authority with compassion, advocate for his people, and trust in God's guidance provide a blueprint for leading with purpose and leaving a legacy of transformative impact. Anyway, thank you for following me through this chapter. Please like my video and subscribe to my channel. Really appreciate you today. Thanks again for following me. Follow the next video and check it out. Again, check out my stuff on Amazon under Scott Perdue. Thank you very much. Have a blessed day.